Hey guys, how's it going and welcome to Underrated 90s Cartoons. This isn't really going to be in any particular order, it's just going to be a mix of old cartoons from the 90s that nobody really remembers. We're going to have a mix of Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, a little bit of Comedy Central. It's just going to be a large mix of cartoons that nobody really cares about anymore, but I do. And of course, we're going to have some honorable mentions, but yeah, I guess here we go. Cow and Chicken. Now, this cartoon is fucking insane. I feel like it wasn't supposed to be a kid's show. Like, I felt weird watching it back in the day. Like, I felt like I was watching Adult Swim, but surprisingly enough, it aired on Cartoon Network, so I guess I was supposed to watch it, I guess. I don't know. Either way, this cartoon is fucking insane. It's about the adventures of a cow and a chicken. Yes, it sounds that simple, but it's really not. So they get into crazy adventures and they end up with this enemy called the Red Guy. They always get into situations where they're getting trapped or caught, whatever. Either way, I love this cartoon. I miss this cartoon. And I feel like it should kind of get a reboot, but it should air on Adult Swim. But yeah, that's Cow and Chicken. And again, this cartoon is fucking insane, but I love it. Angry Beavers. Now, this is a show I used to love back in the day. It's one of those shows that you could just turn on and vibe with, It's a show they don't really get too invested in. The plot changes every episode, and well, the main story is it's these two beavers that get into crazy adventures, and to be honest, it's really good. It's kind of hilarious, but yeah, man, I used to love the show back in the day, and I suggest you guys, go check it out or whatever. Duckman. Now, I never really grew up watching this show. I believe it came out in 1994 and 1995, but this show is a much more edgier take on The Simpsons or Family Guy or any adult animation. I guess you could say it's really the first of its kind. It talks about political stuff, it talks about stuff that really wasn't meant to be talked about, stuff like society, just deep kind of topics. And to be honest, I like this show for that. I've watched a few episodes and I love it already, so I would highly suggest you guys look this show up because, well, if you're into deep shit, go check it out, I guess. But yeah, I like Duckman. So Rocko's Modern Life. I know this isn't really an underrated cartoon, but when people talk about cartoons from the 90s, this one really doesn't get mentioned too often. So here it is on the list. Now, Rocko's Modern Life, I feel like it wasn't really supposed to be a kid's show because it had a lot of dirty jokes, but it's whatever, I guess. But yeah, Rocko's Modern Life is about a kangaroo named Rocko living in a modern life, well, at least a modern life in the 90s, you could say. And this show was fairly popular, but I'd say it was last year Netflix released a movie about Rocko's Modern Life, and they got really SJW, you could say. But I love this show. I missed it, and yeah, hopefully it might come back someday. Never know. But yeah. Honorable mentions. Now, honorable mentions belongs to a show that I really haven't even heard of or haven't seen much about. Now, the first one we're going to start off with is The Critic. This is another show before adult animation got popular. It was kind of released in the early 90s. I believe it was either 92 or 93, and it's about this middle-aged man reviewing movies. So basically, he's a movie critic, and that's just what the show is about. And again, this is why I put it in honorable mentions, is because I don't really know much about it. Whenever I Google this show, I can't really find information, or I can't really find any episodes. So yeah, The Critic. Honestly, want to see it, but I don't know where I could find any DVDs or VHSs. I Am Weasel. Now, this is a show I've definitely seen as a kid, and it was really fucking insane. But unfortunately, I can't really find too much about it, so there's not really so much I could really say. But this show would come on really late at night, like 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock in the morning. And again, this is another show I don't feel like it was made for kids, but you know, it's whatever, I guess. But yeah, from what I've seen, it seems like a good show. I don't know. This is why it's in honorable mentions, but yeah. Now, Pepper Ann. If you grew up with Toon Disney, you've definitely seen Pepper Ann. But unfortunately, can't really find any full episodes today, so that's why it's in honorable mentions. Now, I would really like to thank you guys for getting this far in the video. I really appreciate it. You know, it's nice having people actually, you know, watch my videos. So shout out to you if you made it this far, and yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later.